like to invite all the children and anyone else who'd like to hear a story to come and join me on the rug. Hi. Hi, you all. Excellent. Excellent. Perfect. Well, some of you, bigger, embodied children, could probably relate to a little bit of this too. So, we're talking about transitions today and moving on and graduations and the places that we'll go. And it made me think of the first time I went to sleepaway camp. Has anybody been to sleepaway camp? Yeah? Well, I was super excited. I had looked forward to, I have older siblings, and so they had talked about sleepaway camp. So I was super excited, and I'd looked forward to it, and it was the month before, and then the week before, and I was so excited. And then it was the day before, and I was really scared. I didn't want to go. I was really scared. I realized I didn't really know anybody. I'd never really been there. I didn't know what it would look like. I was afraid I'd have to do things I didn't know how to do, like maybe swim in a lake or row in a canoe. I'd heard from my brother that that's what happened, and I was scared because I didn't know. So I didn't want to go. And my mom, it was time for me to pack my bag. And she kind of talked to me about all the exciting things and reminded me of how excited I was. So I started to get a little bit excited again. And we packed my bag together. And we put all the things I would need. We put my pajamas and some sunscreen and my toothbrush and toothpaste and my teddy bear. I think I might have forgotten a flashlight. Good thing to remember when you go to camp. And I had my teddy bear and my pillow, and I put it on my bag. And so I was excited again. I was feeling good. I got on the bus, and I was excited on the way to the bus. It was a big ride up to the mountains where the camp was. And I got to camp, and then I got really scared again. And I wanted to go home, and I was trying really hard not to cry. So I went to my cabin where I was assigned. My counselor took me to my cabin, and I thought, okay, well, I'll just unpack my bag. So I unpacked my bag, and I took out all the things that my mom and I had put in there, right? So here's my pillow, and my swimsuit. I remember my swimsuit, not my flashlight, but my swimsuit. My pajamas, my toothbrush and toothpaste. I don't have one of those really neat things that you cover your toothbrush with so it doesn't get all nasty, but I have my toothbrush. I have my sunscreen, and of course my teddy bear, whose name is Tom. And I was like, okay, that's all my things. But you know what? There was something else in here. I was like, what is this? And I opened it up. There's my mom's handwriting. It was a note. And this is what it said. Dear Rachel, surprise! I bet you have just gotten to camp, and I bet you are excited, and also maybe a little bit scared. Well, your dad and I have sent you a present. It's inside this note. I was like, oh no, she forgot the present. And it says, you can't see it, but it's there. The present is a great big hug, and it comes with all our love. Anytime you feel scared or lonely this week, remember that we are there with you, right that minute, loving you and giving you hugs. Even though you can't see us, you are not alone. Our love is with you always. Have fun at camp on this big adventure. Love, Mom. Well, you know, I did have fun on that big adventure. I learned how to row in a canoe. I learned sort of how to swim. At least I got my face in the water. I made tons of friends. I had lots of fun. And sometimes, probably every day, there were times when I felt lonely and scared. But you know what? I would find the note. And even if I was out on a hike and I couldn't find the note, I would sometimes close my eyes and I would remember that even though I can't see them, my mom and dad were with me, loving me. And it made a huge difference. And even still today, when I can't see them, I remember that. And you know, that's how the love of God is. That even though we can't see God, and sometimes it's hard to hear God's voice, we know that God is loving us and wrapping us in a huge hug all the time, and especially when we feel lonely or scared. And sometimes the best way to remember that is to show love to other people. And that's what we're going to do right now when we pass the peace. So I invite you guys all to find all the love in your heart